Teddy Riley, Babyface Edmonds, thank you so much for joining us on the show. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm flustered because this is everything that I have ever grown up with, have lived with, continue to live with. I want to jump straight into talking about what happened the other night. First of all, it's thank you. You know, everyone's sitting at home. We're trying to find ways to connect. We're trying to find ways to, create a semblance of normal life. You broke Instagram in a way that it had never been broken before, having a versus battle. How did you even begin to think of doing this together? Who started the conversation and how did it come to be?
Well, I seen it on Instagram. Timbaland was talking to Swiss, and the conversation kind of began with LA and Babyface. Somebody sent a message, and they said, how about Teddy Riley battling Babyface, or Teddy Riley battling Babyface in LA? And that was the last I seen of it. And then I get a call. So that's
So,
you got.
so when I heard about it, I didn't say I didn't know about it to that extent, and the whole idea of battling, I wasn't necessarily for it. Just a battle, period.
Yeah.
I didn't go battle Teddy to begin with, and
Yeah.
and it was it's L.A. and Babyface, because a lot of the stuff we did, I did it with L.A. So it didn't seem right to like come in here without L.A. because it was L.A. and Babyface. And although there were some things I may have done, separate, but still. So it became more of a thing. It I guess just commercially just sounded good, like Teddy Riley and Babyface. What's funny is the preparation for it,
Yeah.
because you don't know, what's he gonna play. And like I like that list of songs. Like, let me see, if he played right and wrong, okay, then I have my answer written down right here. And then he switch up. I said, oh no, what am I gonna do now? So it was like, and it became a thing. The most important thing, you wanted it to feel good.
Yeah.
Right.
What? So it wasn't so much about beating each other. That was part of the fun of it, but it was really about what's gonna feel good. And so every time he plays something, truly, I was like a fan. I was like, oh man, that's that one.
Same
And
here.
I wish I wrote. And I think I wrote it. I think he stole it from me, actually.
I said the same thing about two occasions. When he brought that out first, I said, oh God, I done
You,
started out wrong.
you have one of the best effortless Michael Jackson impersonations I've ever heard. And as we were going through the Instagram live, you were telling these amazing stories that connected us to the music and the stories behind the music. You told the story of Michael Jackson and Madonna. Did you ever do your Michael Jackson impression for Michael Jackson? Did he ever see you do that?
Yes, I did. He said I sounded nothing like that. You don't sound nothing like me, Babyface. He refused to call me Kenny. I said, you can call me Kenny. No, I'm gonna call you Babyface.
You know what I thought was amazing as well is when this was announced on Instagram, I remember thinking to myself, man, this is going to be so much fun for a generation. I wonder if you yourselves were shocked to see not just how many people were consuming what you were doing, but the vast range of people that had been influenced by what you've created throughout your lives. Like Babyface, did you notice like how young some of the people were and just how the range it spanned across time?
It's always a great feeling when you see people that like your music, and if you see them singing and everything. But it's still when, certain people come up to you and they say they know you, or they say they know particular songs. It's like, how would you know? How could you possibly know? From every age group and every ethnicity. So this is a time where, you need love and you need to feel good, and feeling good music, whether you're grooving or whether you're in the bedroom, that's all about feel good at this particular point. And we all want that. So
Yeah.
It felt like to me, what you're saying was a feeling we were all experiencing when watching this Instagram live with the two of you. It was a feeling of love. It was a love not just for the music, but for the stories that have been created with and around the music. It was a love for each other as producers. It was a love for each other as creators. And I'll start with you, Babyface, because a lot of people were intrigued by the songs you chose. Some people thought you would choose some of your more number one hits. Some of people thought you would go with, some of the more, mainstream songs. But you went with songs that were deep cuts. Is there a reason you chose what you did, and what did it feel like to go through that journey with everyone?
Well, a lot of the choices were made based off of what Teddy would play, and and I sat with LA, and we were going over everything, trying to figure out what's he gonna play, how's he gonna play it, and then we had to, be conservative, because at the same time, because I know he's coming with the bangers towards the end. The last rounds, he's gonna come and he's gonna start slapping me, and I didn't know if I was gonna make it through it. So,
And Teddy, on your side, what was that like, going through your catalog, going through that experience with one of your icons and your friends?
Well, the same. That's why, I asked Swiss, can we do it this way where he goes, I go first, and he go first, second 10. It worked, but I think it was that's why I kind of wanted to go off of him, because I wanted people to feel the experience. So I kept playing the slow songs until I ran out, until my mind ran out. I didn't run out of slow songs. I couldn't choose from this list fast enough. So that's how I went into deep. And somebody said, wrong choice.
There were a few fun moments with the Instagram live itself. Obviously, the first one had technical difficulties. The second one, you're doing something that Instagram live wasn't really designed for. You're trying to get the music right. You're trying to get your sound right. Do you think you're going to be online more or less?
I don't know. I'm just rolling with the wave. That's what I feel like we both are doing, because this is something new to us.
yes.
We're technical guys for sure,
Right.
but with Instagram, it's like another world, because you're talking about 15 to maybe 35, are on there. So we're kind of past that. And, coming on, people appreciate us being on.
Mm-hmm.
So we appreciate it, man. Everything that we get come our way, I'm so appreciative.
Ultimately, what came out of this is that, we it's so cool when you think about it, that Teddy and I, we made history.
Yeah.
On a time when people were needing music and needing love, we were able to deliver that. And look at what we did, Teddy.
Yeah.
It's an amazing way to put it. And honestly, the one thing I can say I appreciated and I was reminded of was just gratitude. I think the one thing that struck me was not just the amount that you've given, but the way it feels like you have enjoyed everything you've received. So thank you to both of you. I honestly hope you appreciate what you did for everybody. It was one of the most amazing experiences that I think a group of people have had together on the internet for a really long time. And I hope it's not the last battle, because I know there's still a lot of songs in that catalog. So Babyface, Teddy Riley, thank you so much for your time today, and
Thank
have
you.
a good one.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.